I want to start off by saying that this platform is called YouTube. Emphasis on the U. Meaning you can do whatever you want here as long as you follow their guidelines. So in no way, shape, or form do I have a problem with any YouTuber making the content that they enjoy making or works for them. I've been making videos since 2007, when the most subscribed channel was 20,000 subscribers. Her name was Lisa Nova, and she made short, funny comedy sketches similar to Smosh, if you remember those two. 15 years later, YouTube has changed drastically. And I lived through it all, seeing people go from the top of the mountain off the face of the earth completely. A few years ago, well, I guess 5-6 years ago, YouTube started getting very clickbaity due to so much content being on the internet. You had to title and thumbnail your video a certain way to gain the attention of, someone who's been on their phone or computer all day. In which, living through that, I followed suit as well. YouTubers started getting away from strictly making content for their community they built and started making content to attract as many viewers as possible. It started to seem like if you weren't buying the newest cool thing to show off to your audience, you fell off and no one cared no more. That's where I personally fell off. It turned me off of making content because I didn't see a long future in making videos like that. I also didn't like the fact that a lot of channels focused on drama, politics, pop culture, and news to gain the attention of a viewer who might be looking for validation of their own personal opinions. And to me, it just seemed like a cheap way to get more comments and get your watch time up and grow as a channel. It also fuels so much hate towards someone with differing opinions than you, just like the mainstream media does. Which the same YouTubers making that type of content always like to complain about, but they were doing the same exact thing on their channel. And sometimes those channels get more viewership than the mainstream media does. So anyways, long story short, I got turned off and decided I needed to take a break. I wanted to clear my head for a good while until I came up with a plan to continue doing what I love, and that's creating entertainment for people who need an escape from the real world. I wanted to give the viewer an adventure they've never gone on before. So I started working behind the scenes for a year. I built a few different companies, went on some new business ventures with other companies to help them with marketing and advertising. And while in the midst of doing all that boring crap, I started to miss this again. I miss being creative. I always needed a creative outlet to keep myself sane, like drawing. I might enter an art show, I don't know. So stay tuned to my MySpace, I guess. I don't know. I just didn't want to fall into the trap that many other content creators fall into of creating content for the algorithm rather than their core audience. The internet's a beautiful place, but it's also the worst place for people's mental health because no matter what door you open, there's always negativity in there. Not only negativity, but a lot of the positivity you see and the motivational type stuff can cause you to feel even worse because you're constantly comparing yourself to someone who's successful or someone who's already put in all the hard work. Every time you get on social media, it gives you FOMO because someone you don't know is doing what you want to be doing. It's like every time you pick up your phone, it's giving you these quick dopamine hits. And when that dopamine wears off, you got to get another hit and another hit and another. And it turns into a never-ending cycle of never being truly happy because all you see is negativity. You're always comparing yourself to others. You keep having envy of what others have. And at the end of the day, it makes a lazy person because they're fine getting their quick dopamine hits every time they pick up their phone. instead of working hard and getting the truly full dopamine hit of personal success. So I don't want to add to the chaos of quick dopamine hits for people that are struggling to find happiness anymore. I've done it. And the morals that my mama taught me growing up always bring me back down to earth on what truly matters. So instead of adding to the chaos, I want to create an escape from the chaos. Most of my followers and watchers are blue-collar folk who work hard all day to keep this country running. I just want to be the door you open that takes you out of reality. But I'll say this, I'm happy as hell I took some time off, because if I didn't, I'd still be trying to play the game. This game, the YouTube game, leads to fakeness. We all know that. It leads you into becoming a pawn in the internet game of chess. It leads nowhere. I know the algorithm warriors are always going to be around, and YouTube will praise them for doing so because they have to compete with these other companies to have your eyes. I'm fine being the outsider, not conforming to the robots. I'm a desperado on the wild west of the internet, blazing my own trail. But I'm in search for happiness, not gold.
Sad it's over. Click on one of these videos to continue your adventure. Y'all come back now, you hear?